meeting tonight, Tuesday, April the 7th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. If you would silence your cell phones and any other electronic devices. If you would, please stand for the prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. The prayer will be by Councilman Fuller, and the Pledge of Allegiance will be by Councilwoman Jameson.
Let everyone compose their hearts. Now, Lord, in the name of Jesus, we come before you once again with thanksgiving in our hearts. Thanking and praising God for another day you showed us that we're not promised. Now, Lord, we ask that you look upon our leaders, oh God. We ask that you give us the wisdom and the knowledge that we need to lead this great city in the right direction. We ask that you bless every home that's represented here today, oh God. We love you and we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Fuller, and thank you, Councilwoman Jameson. I'd like to let everybody know that Councilman Jackson is having to participate by phone this evening. He is on the call. I also would like to welcome all of you to our meeting, but we have some special guests here this evening. We have our school board member, Mr. Matt Johnson, in the back, and we thank you for your service to the district and welcome. We also have with us our city attorney is out on vacation, and he sent his associate, Ms. Perry. We are blessed to have you here this meeting representing Danos, Bordes, and Pierce. So thank you. With that, Mr. Maltz, do we have any changes to the agenda?
Yes, Mayor. Consent agenda number 11, we got contract for Party at the Moon Tower. It has $3,000, which should be just $1,000. So just FYI.
Okay.
And I appreciate Councilman Meyer pointing that out. Anything for finding that.
Okay. We need to pull, and Mr. Maltz will, needs to handle taking care of some other stuff on consent agenda item number 9 before we vote on anything. So we are going to remove consent number 9 from the agenda. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda order of approval?
No.
Motion by Councilman Fuller, second by Councilman Minor. Any discussion? All in favor? Councilman Jackson?
Aye.
Motion carries. That brings us to our announcements by our city manager, Mr. Maltz.
Good evening. How's everyone doing this evening?
Great.
Great. Well, we're glad that you're here. It's always good to have a good turnout for our council meetings, so we appreciate you all coming and getting information. So, if you all mind, I want to talk to them.
That's right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So, Jamal Roberts, say it with me. This is concert. There we go. Featuring Unfazed Show Band and Party at the Moon Tower will be performing at the Sound Amphitheater on Sunday, April 12th, starting at 5 p.m. Doors open at 4. The Ward 4 listening session will be Tuesday, April 14th. Who is Ward 4? Councilman Fuller's Ward. So this will be our third list. Are you ready for hands? You all from Ward 4. Yeah, good to see y'all. So we're having a listening session in your ward on the 14th. So for more information, come out, ask questions, be prepared. We will answer what we can. If we don't have an answer, we will find out an answer. So that is on Tuesday, April 14th at Liberty Church. Does everyone know where Liberty Church is? Yes. On Gautier City Road. Okay? Tasty Thursday will be April 23rd, starting at 11 a.m. in Gautier Town Common. The City of Gautier's Earth Day, including the Garden Club plant sale, will be Friday, April 17th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Shepherd State Park at the Welcome Center. So come out to that. Those are all your announcements for this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Maltz. Next is our presentation agenda, Child Abuse Awareness Month proclamation. And if Ms. Hawkins with Canopy's Children's Solution, is she here yet? Not yet. Okay, come up, Ms. Hawkins. City of Gautier proclamation. A proclamation recognizing Child Abuse Awareness Month. whereas all children deserve safe, stable, and nurturing environments in which to grow and thrive. And whereas early childhood experience have a lasting impact on lifelong health, development, and well-being. And whereas positive childhood experiences, including supportive relationships and safe environments, help prevent trauma and promote resilience. And whereas child abuse and neglect can have long-term effects on individuals, families, and communities. And whereas prevention is possible through community collaboration among families, educators, healthcare providers, law enforcement, faith-based organizations, and local leaders. And whereas we acknowledge that we must work together in a community to increase awareness about what families need before they are in crisis and contribute to promoting the social and emotional well-being of children and families in a safe, stable, and nurturing environment. And now therefore, I, Mayor Casey Vaughn, and the City Council of the City of Gautier, Mississippi, do hereby proclaim April 2026 as Child Abuse Awareness Month, in witness whereof I have set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Gautier, Mississippi to be affixed on this, the 7th day of April 2026. Ms. Hawkins, tell y'all a little bit about Canopy. I've been blessed to help raise my little second cousin for many years, from 3 to 9 years old. And due to the trauma he went through at a young age, thanks to his healthcare provider, Dr. Sexton, and along with Canopy Solutions, he is thriving today. So we're blessed to have Canopy not only here in the coastal region, but throughout the state of Mississippi. And I encourage you all to follow their links on social media and visit their website for what they do. And Ms. Hawkins, you talked a little bit about what y'all do.
First of all, let me say that it's an honor and a pleasure to be here today to work in partnership with the City of Gautier. There are 13 solutions of Canopy. I think I saw you at Night Nonprofit Center maybe last week or something. But the solution that I work for the Child Advocacy Center. I'm a forensic interviewer. I work with law enforcement, CPS, in addition to other law enforcement agencies such as the FBI, NBI, Homeland Security. My job as a forensic interviewer is to provide a safe environment for children to come in and talk about the trauma that they've experienced. Anything from sexual abuse, physical abuse, human trafficking, witness to violent crime. So that is my job, and that is how we at Canopy serve the City of Gautier, the County of Jackson, and it's just an honor and a privilege to be able to do that. And thank you so much, because this means a lot to me. We feel like we have your support behind us, and we really, really appreciate it.
Well, you do. Y'all have all of our support and our city support, and we thank you for everything y'all do. So let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. And tell your rest of your team at every other municipality this evening. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, that brings us to our business agenda. Consideration for an abatement at 7437 Fish Hawk, Gautier, Mississippi by Planning Director Mr. Scott Ankerson.
Mayor, members of council, you have before you a request to approve an abatement at 7437 Fish Hawk. This is approval to clean the property to remove debris and all salvage vehicles from this blighted and unsafe property. This has been an ongoing case since 2023. Code enforcement has witnessed up to 16 derelict vehicles on this property at once. Wow. We've had 2 court cases that been filed. The one, they were unable to serve the owner. Another, he actually missed his court date. So code enforcement's recommended this property be declared a public nuisance and that we move forward with proceedings with the abatement notice, including removing all rubbish, trash, debris, vehicle parts, and inoperable vehicles from this property in order to restore it to compliance. If you have any questions about this property, I'm happy to answer them. I have the code enforcement officer here.
Thank you, Mr.
I do have a
Anderson.
question.
Hold on one second. Do we have any public comments or questions on business agenda item number 1? None? Before we get a motion, Ms. Jamison, you have a question?
Yeah, so this is on both sides of the street, right?
That's correct.
Okay, because when I went, it looked like the picture was one from across the street. Yeah, that's all. I just want to make sure it was both sides.
You know, Scott, the same owner owns both sides of the street,
So that's I think that's kind of.
so we can't really approve.
I'm not sure that he owns the other yet. I think the code enforcement officer had claimed that he was either had bought it or was trying to buy it.
Yeah, but we can't approve this for both sides of the street if the one person doesn't own the other parcel.
I'm sorry, I said that.
Is there two separate parcels that the cars are on, or just one parcel?
Two separate parcels.
But both.
And both parcels
Both
are
part of
on,
this abatement, yes, sir.
both parcels are owned by one person?
I'm gonna have to refer to
The one that has all the cars on it right now is owned by a person out of state, but they were both sent the abatement notice, they were both served. After the abatement proceedings started,
Can you come up to the mic?
Please come up to the mic and talk, please.
after the abatement proceedings started, the renter in the other house stated to me that he had bought the lot that has all the cars on it. But right now, I don't think it'd be easy to record.
Okay, so there's still two separate owners, so we can only approve the one that we have currently. We can't approve the other one because it shouldn't be in there, should it, Scott?
Notices went
Am I
to both
right?
properties, both property owners
But-
for this abatement.
That's what I
Okay,
addressed.
but here, so Terry, I don't know, because in the notice, it only lists that, and normally we have parcel numbers on here. This one don't have a parcel number, it's only got 7437, unless the legal notice lists, and the legal notice didn't list the parcel number in it. It only listed the address.
That's right, the parcel number's not in it.
Right.
We can take that one off and approve the other one.
Well, we can go ahead and approve it with the address, with that one parcel that's pertaining to that physical address, but we can't vote on under.
Two separate.
It doesn't even
It's
have.
two, but-
marks.
But that ain't in the decree though, right?
Right.
No.
So,
That was my thing.
so we will approve, we can take action on the physical address at 7437 Fishoff. The one across the road that is blighted, that needs to be handled. We'll just need to handle it and make sure we address the parcel number, because,
Yeah, we'll have to come back on that one, Scott.
When we will.
Yeah.
and I agree it all needs to be done, but unfortunately, the notice on here don't list parcel numbers. It only has a physical address in
Yeah,
here.
no individual.
The property owner is working now to clean them up. We think that he'll probably do it before we even move forward with action. So, but if necessary, we'll bring the other property back specifically by parcel.
Yes.
Okay.
Even on this picture, you only have where the house is at circled, not across the street.
Yeah, and that's two parcel numbers where the house sits. So I'm assuming both of those parcels use one address. If not, it's going to be whatever's at that address is what we're going to be able, because there's no parcel numbers in the notice.
Yeah, we'll bring the
Okay.
other parcel back.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just want to remind council, when I ask for a vote for this, you all will need to make is there any other questions from council? Just whoever makes the motion, you need to include the type of penalty, whether it be $1,500 or $1,500 or 50% of the actual cost, whichever is more wording, and then whether to collect as a civil debt or assessed as a lien on the property. Traditionally, we assess it as a lien on the property, so when it's sold, we collect our money, because the other way, you likely will never collect your money. So that's the history on how to collect abatements. So do we have a motion by council?
I make a motion that we approve the abatement for $1,500 or 50% of the total cost, whatever's the highest, on 7437 Fishhawk Drive with a lien against the property.
Okay, we got a motion by Councilwoman Jamison. Do we have a second?
Second.
A second by Councilman George. Any more discussion? Councilman Jackson, any discussion?
No, sir.
Okay, we got a motion by Councilwoman Jamison, a second by Councilman George. All in favor? Councilman Jackson?
Aye.
Motion carries. That brings us to business agenda item number 2, consideration for an abatement at 2304 Briargate, Gautier, Mississippi by Planning Director, Mr. Scott Ankerson.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. This is a request for staff to move forward with abatements at, this will be at 2304 Briargate. Some history on this case, there have been 8 code enforcement cases since 2018 concerning this property. 2 court cases have been filed in response to the property violations. The owner did not appear for a court date. So code enforcement recommends that the property be declared a public nuisance and move forward with proceedings with the abatement measures, including removal of all rubbish, trash, debris, vehicle parts, and inoperable vehicles from the property in order to restore the compliance. If you have any questions on this, I'm happy to answer them. Also, the code enforcement officer.
Thank you, Mr. Ankerson. Do we have any public comments on business agenda item number 2? None? Okay, if you do come to the podium, state your first and last name and your address, and you have 3 minutes. Is the microphone to the mic on? Do we know?
I can't really hear people in it.
It is? Oh, y'all can hear out there. We just can't hear up here. Okay, go ahead.
I'm Ed Beecham. I own the property at 2004 Briargate. I live there. And I'm in the process of cleaning up. I don't have that much more left to do on it. It's just about done.
Okay. Well, we appreciate it. But we'll go ahead, we have to go ahead, since we advertised and used government resources to advertise it. It cost us money. We'll go ahead and vote on it. And if you work with the staff and get it done before the time frame, then you won't have anything to worry about.
Okay, may I ask what is the time frame?
You can get with the plan, and they normally give you time. But
Yes.
it's already been through a process before it's came here, and we should have already had it cleaned up. So we have to move forward because we use city funds to advertise for it. So we still need to vote on it.
Okay, on this one here, this case, I didn't get a notice. I was told that they sent notice out. I got a summons for court. I'm sorry I missed the first one. I was over at the other, across the street. That's how I missed the first one. But it wasn't intentional to miss it.
Well, the first court date, if you got a court date, you would have went over there. That's where the courtroom is.
I didn't, wasn't it the door was locked? I didn't see anybody there, so I came over here. Remember, I talked to you. I asked you about the court.
And I told you to follow up with them if you, and then they would maybe give you a reset it or let you know what the judge told you to do in the court hearing.
That's on me then.
Yeah, I remember talking to you and you missed the court date. I told you, follow up with the planning department and the court department and try to figure out what the judge said.
Okay.
Okay. Any other comments? Okay, the same falls for this one, council. If, when you make a motion, just make sure you include the 2 items that I've stated. Do we have a motion on business agenda item number 2, consideration for abatement at 2304 Briargate, Gautier, Mississippi?
I'll make a motion that we approve the abatement of 2304 Briargate for $1,500 or 50% of the total cost of cleanup with a lien against the property. And
Give me 30 days. Give me 30
That's the
days.
one.
And
They give them that already.
Okay.
yeah,
And assess the lien
Yeah, assess the lien against the property. Right?
on the tax.
On the-
Okay. We have a motion by Councilwoman Jamison. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Minor. Any discussion? Starting with Councilman George. Councilman Jackson.
No comment.
Councilwoman Jamison.
Thank you, sir, for starting to clean up your property, but unfortunately, it's been 8 years and we have to get it cleaned up.
Oh, it hasn't been that long, I don't know.
That's the tickets they have for 8 years, since 2018. They've been trying to get you to clean up the property, so if you'll, just try to get it cleaned up and they'll work with you. Thank you.
Councilman Minor.
No comment.
Councilman Fuller.
No comment.
Councilman Elbin.
No comment.
Okay. I appreciate you at least coming tonight, and Mr. Ankerson right here, or Mr. Patterson right here, that's who you need to see after the meeting, and they'll be glad to, if you need any information, they'll provide it to you. We have a motion by Councilwoman Jamison, a second by Councilman Minor. All in favor? Councilman Jackson? Motion carries. That brings us to business agenda item number 3, consideration for an abatement at 1424 Highway 90, Gautier, Mississippi by Planning Director, Mr. Scott Ankerson.
One more. Before you, a request for abatement at 1424 Highway 90. This is a commercial property. It's been overgrown consistently since February 2024. We've had several complaints from residents that live directly north of this property. There have been 6 code cases for overgrown vegetation on this property since 2023. I'm sure y'all have seen this property. The grass is consistently, 3 foot tall at times. And the owner does come in and cut it, but he's kind of learned the system. So he'll come in and cut it. We'll give notification of an abatement, and then he'll come in and cut it right before the abatement is to be approved. And then, as y'all know, it's compliant at the time, and we can't approve the abatement. So there have been some other things since then that we've included in this abatement to secure the dumpster area. It's starting to kind of fall apart. Boards coming off the dumpster area. It's attracting nuisance. We've had some homeless people that have been kind of camping around the area. And then also some overgrown hedgerow and bushes that need to be cleaned up. It's just getting consistently worse. So, this is also attracting nuisance to rodents and things like that. So with that being said, staff recommends that the city council approve this abatement so we can clean up the blighted and unsafe property. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them the best of my ability.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ankerson. Do we have any public comments on business agenda item number 3? None. Okay, council, the same as before. When I ask for a motion, if you'll mention the 3 items. Do we have a motion for the abatement at 1424 Highway 90, Gautier, Mississippi?
I have a question about this motion before I make it. I'll make it to my ward, but, so this is a commercial property. Would a lien against the property still be the right way to go?
Yes.
I believe
Yes.
so, but I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
A lien would be fine.
Okay, and after we clean it up this time, do we have to go back through the,
The statute allows us to go back in, how many times a year, Patrick? Every other month for a year, so if needed.
because the grass is about to start
We have to go
growing?
through the process.
Okay. All right, I'll make a motion that we approve the abatement of 1424 Highway 90 for the fee of $1,500 or 50%, whatever is greater, and it'll be a tax lien on the property.
We have a motion by Councilwoman Jamison to assess it as a tax lien with the penalty and/or greater to be approve the abatement at 1424 Highway 90, Gautier, Mississippi. We have a motion, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Elbin. Any discussion? Starting with Councilman George.
No discussion.
Councilman Jackson.
Yes, I see. Can you take owners enough to do the upkeep of it?
You're breaking up, Councilman. I only heard something about upkeep.
Give me a a second.
Okay.
All right, can you hear me better now?
I can.
Okay, so are we doing what it takes to communicate with this particular property? I noticed that it is continue to be on the abatement process.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Ankerson had stated in his staff report, agenda staff report, that we continue to be in contact with the owner, and the owner don't do anything until it gets to this abatement point every time. But this time he's not gotten it all secured before it got here. That's why it's had to be, Mr. Danos before had told the citizens why we had to pull it. But this time there's still things that are not secure on the property and safe and hazardous and causing other issues in the neighborhood. So that is why it's still on the abatement list.
Okay, and what are we doing about the homeless? I see, I drove by there and I see that there's homeless right next to a gas pump.
Yeah, well, it's been cleaned up and the property owner has been notified, to my understanding, about that. And I don't know, the deputy chief, the city manager or deputy chief Mike can answer if the property owner signed a trespassing affidavit or not. I don't know.
All right, that'll be all.
Okay. Councilwoman Jameson?
Yeah, it was mentioned that some stuff was picked up from the homeless person, but also there's like a tire there. I don't know why it was left, but I appreciate you following up on this, and we need to stay on top of it because I get numerous calls weekly of this property specifically. So I'll be watching it also. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Jameson. Councilman Minor?
Okay.
Councilman Fuller?
No comment.
Councilman Elbin? I just want to thank the city staff, all of you. I want to thank the residents, the neighborhood that adjoins that, for being ever so patient. I know it's very frustrating to them. It's frustrating to business owners in that corridor that have complained to the mayor. It's a shame that when you got out-of-town ownership, they don't invest better in the community. And I go to many seminars and many economic development training classes, and blighted property discourages economic development. So if we don't clean our Highway 90 in our residential areas and get them cleaned up, we will not have economic development. They want it clean. They want it to look good and fresh. So, and it's more than just, you know, it's a shame that the laws take so long to get to this point. We tried to abate it many times. This is, I think, our third time trying to abate this one. And now it's going through. But the gas pumps, I mean, they need to either take them out or get them fixed. I mean, they're just not sightly. The mowing, the litter, I mean, living there, it causes crime in the neighborhood. The adjoining neighborhood clearly had crime last week in it due to this blighted property. When you don't clean your property and it's blighted, it brings crime to your neighborhood. It brings crime to the city of Gautier, Mississippi. And I'm here to say I appreciate our code enforcement for trying your hardest, what's in the legal way, to address these the fastest you can. Unfortunately, our laws in Mississippi hinder some of that sometimes, but we have, it's to the point it's unacceptable. So I appreciate all your hard work. And I know the residents who live in that neighborhood greatly appreciate us considering and taking action on this tonight. We have a motion by Councilwoman Jameson, a second by Councilman Elbin. All in favor? Councilman Jackson?
Aye.
Motion carries. That brings us to our business agenda item, and thank y'all, Planning Department. Great work. That brings us to our docket approval of the docket of claims, business agenda item number 4. This type presentation was done by the city clerk and her department. They were posted online to the general public. They were furnished to all the council members, and that is the presentation of the docket of claims. Do we have any public comments on docket of claims? No. Do we have a motion by council to approve the docket of claims, provided all entries thereon are true, correct, properly entered, and not fraudulent?
So moved.
Motion by Councilman Fuller. Do we have a second?
Second.
A second by Councilman Elbin. Any discussion, starting with Councilman George?
No discussion.
Councilman Jackson?
No.
Councilwoman Jamison?
No discussions.
Councilman Minor?
No discussion.
Councilman Fuller?
No discussion.
Councilman
No
Elbin?
discussion.
We got a motion by Councilman Fuller, second by Councilman Elbin. All in favor? Councilman Jackson?
Aye.
Motion carries. That brings us to our consent agenda. They'll be pulled in one motion unless somebody would like to remove one. Does anybody want to remove one? Okay. 10 through 11. Do we have a motion to approve consent agenda items 1 through 8 and 10 through 11? A motion by Councilman Minor, second by Councilman Fuller. All in favor? Councilman Jackson?
Aye.
Motion carries. That brings us to our study agenda. First up is citizen comments. You have 3 minutes. Come to the podium, state your first and last name and your address. First up is Mr. Carlos Moore.
My name is Charles Moore. I live in 1921 Cape Water, Gautier City. And I'd like to say y'all doing a good job with negotiating growing. I see new houses being built and everything. That's a good thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Charles Moore. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Moore.
Miss Ellen Malone.
Hi,
Hello.
Ellen Malone, 1313 Union Drive. And I just want to get, what I want to talk about is not on the agenda tonight, which is okay. However, I did want to make the comment that whatever we do in any ward affects the entire city of Gautier. So I don't think we should just say, well, it's going to happen in Ward 5, or it's going to happen in Ward 4. And so that's all we'd be concerned about. If we talk about economic development and the kind of economic development we bring here, then we need to be smart about it and really cognizant about it. And then we need to be very careful about zoning into industry, giving people some of industry and they're renting property, because once it's rented, they can do whatever they want to do with it. Especially if it's okay if they can operate the way they want to operate now under the code that they're under zoning that they're under now, the commercial. So you can ask me what I'm talking about or anything.
No, but it's not on our agenda what you're talking about. So we shouldn't be talking about that till it comes to our agenda, because that will violate the Open Meetings Act.
However, I'm only talking about what
Okay.
for you guys.
Yeah.
And I think this is a pretty good board, but I think just be cognizant.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Matt Johnson.
Mayor, Council, Matt Johnson, 209 Graveling Road. Just want to stop by this evening, share a couple stories with y'all and get from one elected official to another. It's rare when people come in and tell you about the good things that our people are doing. And so just a couple of brief incidents. One starting several months ago with my daughter. She should be getting home from college right about now. Purchasing her first house in Gautier. And it needs some work done to it, right? And it's a flood zone property, so we've got that permitting process. And that can kind of be complex if you don't know what you're doing with it. I just want to say thank you to our planning director, Mr. Anderson. Added that entire department, made it super seamless and easy, especially for a young female, right? That can be intimidating. But she came home saying how everybody made her feel good, made her feel welcome. So I just want to compliment them for that. And then again, myself transitioning into a different business, same thing, permit process, structures, and how, a lot of times people come talk about just how complicated it is and they can't get any help. So I think I found the magic solution I was going to share when I had questions about that stuff. I came up here. right? Or I call the people and ask before just dropping stuff off in the mail. And when you do that on the front end, things usually go a whole lot smoother. And so again, I just wanted to let you guys know, city manager too has been there for any questions that I've had. So just wanted to let you guys know that they are doing a good job out here for their citizens.
Well, thank you, Mr. Johnson. And we want to thank Mr. Johnson for investing and open his new real estate business here in the city of Gautier. And also, when we had our cold winter shelters, warming stations, we thank you for your volunteerism with First Baptist Church and partnering with that. So we thank you for all that. Next, Miss Della Moore. Delareese Moore.
Della Moore, 1820 Westgate Parkway, Gautier, Mississippi. I was here last time, I was complaining about the cars being parked on the lawn. I do not like that, and I was told, as long as it's running, it's okay. But they're running on and off the lawn and messing up the lawn. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that thing they built on Bankley Gautier Road. I don't know what it is. It's a storage. It's not very pretty. It looks like a big warehouse. Now, if you want to put a beautiful mural on the back of it, that may be nice. But when you're coming down Bankley Gautier Road, you see this big old building up there. I don't know what it is. I'd like to know what it is and what they're going to do about it. It just looks horrible next to a beautiful church. And I just like it to be beautiful. Again, the lawn is being run by cars parking on them, on and off. Big old, somebody have a big winter bag of parking yard. I don't know how long it's going to be there, but it messes up the lawn. My husband, I'm upset with him too by parking on the lawn and staying there for too long. So y'all need to do something about that.
Mr. Moore, it sounds like your wife just got on to you. Okay. Ms. Moore, we thank you for coming. I can tell you, I don't know if Mr. Ankerson can answer it after the meeting, maybe for you. I do know it's luxury storage units going there that was approved through the City Council Planning Commission, and it came before the council, and it is a higher end. It could be a man cave, a woman's cave, and they're actually selling them. You know, it's got all kinds like cabinets, a mini fridge, you know, sink, restroom, and each unit, people store their exotic cars. They have a facility like it, similar in Ocean Springs. Hopefully, I think, I can't recall, but there might have been some buffer that has to be planted along that way that's why you see that a fourth of the front appears like it's painted and then the rest you don't, and it might be because of the buffer. Mr. Ankerson can answer it if he recalls. Can you, Mr. Ankerson?
There are required buffers on that property, also fencing and landscaping, so it is under construction right now, so we're giving a little chance. It's going to
Let's go put 100 feet trees up there.
Well, it could get some tall trees, but they might grow over time, but they are going to have, it's not finished, and they do have some more requirements to meet the city, what was approved for them. So it won't just be that solid silver that we're looking at now.
Exactly.
Hear you, Ms. Moore. Thank y'all all for coming. That brings us to our council comments. First, it's the first meeting of the month. And you all, when we leave tonight, I'll be remiss. We have breaking news that I'm sure you all know, but I encourage you, if you didn't go eat there for lunch, one of our #1 staples reopened today, Azteca's Restaurant and Cantina. And when I tell you, it was a $1.2 million renovation and development invested here in Gautier. So when I tell you it was a substantial investment, it was substantial, and you need to thank them for continuing to invest here. And I also remind you to please be patient, because they are reopening back up. It's a training process again. So just be patient if your meal's messed up or the time to wait is a little longer, and don't do a Facebook rant to give them bad publicity because they're just now opening. I will encourage you to take it easy on them. Thank you. Go ahead, Councilman George.
I have no comments tonight.
Oh, okay. Welcome back home. Councilman Jackson.
I'm almost scared to make a comment after Ms. Moore got up.
Okay. Okay. You don't have any, Councilman?
No comment.
Okay.
No comment.
Councilwoman Jamison?
I don't have any comments. I will be on business travel next week, so if anybody is trying to get a hold of me, give me a few days. It's business travel to
Okay.
Miami.
You can still reach Councilwoman Jamison by email or cell, and she will try to respond. Let's not jinx you leaving town. I wish you wouldn't have said nothing. Yeah. When she leaves town, it appears something happens in her ward every time. So we'll pray for the best. Safe travels, Councilwoman. Councilman Minor.
No comment.
Councilman Fuller.
Yes, I'd like to thank the city manager and his team for all the great work y'all been doing, how y'all been working hard, and this is about the concert that's coming up. I always told you was a first round draft pick. We're gonna keep you in the game, keep scoring touchdowns, because everything's starting to look good.
At least 3 points.
That's right. So we got a lot of projects being done. If you look around the city, you can see things being done. Scott, y'all doing your jobs. Everything's looking clean. There's more. You know, I just appreciate what y'all do. I know it don't seem like we do, but we do. We appreciate what y'all do. Thank y'all.
Councilman Elvin.
I just echo what Councilman Fuller said. I appreciate the city employees, city manager and staff for all the work you do, and also our contract partners. You're what keeps our city running each and every day, and I thank you. All right.
Thank you. I just echo what Councilman Fuller and Councilman Elvin say. Our city manager and our staff, they do a good job, and our partners, our law firm, Perry, we're blessed to have you with us this evening, and our directors and the staff that works under them. We got departments that are short-staffed, that are pulling overtime because they're dedicated here. We got employees doing 2 and 3 jobs, and I know on your hardest day, you do not maybe feel like it's not recognized, but I can assure you Mayor Bond feels like that sometimes too, but then you get a little inkling and you get told they appreciate you or thank you. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank every one of you for all your hard work. I also thank our H2O service provider, doing a great job, and Waste Pro, we're blessed to have them too. We also have one of our bankers that have some of our financing back in the back, Miss Christian Hartley. We thank you for your community support. And then I just want to remind everybody, this concert we're having at the Sound is a little different because it's city ran and operated. And what's unique about this concert on Sunday, I want to thank the city manager and his team going out of the box, and it's local Mississippians. It's Jamal Roberts, I hope a native from Meridian, Mississippi. We have Unfazed Show Band, local residents that live in, I think, almost every city now in Jackson County, so they represent every city from Gautier, Moss Point, Ocean Springs, Pascagoula. And then we have Party at the Moon Tower, local coastal band gonna be performing there. So I encourage you, that's the unique component of it. And just to remind you to please follow our Facebook pages, because we literally have to enforce security. Security protocols are in place. So follow the website, the city website, app, the Facebook page. For your ladies, the clear purses, don't come with your handbag because you won't be able to get in. So remember the clear bag policy. Remember, don't bring guns and knives. You can bring your cup, your water bottle refillable at the station, but we'll also have Coke, sodas, and beer and wine, no liquor at this concert for sale. And the lawn chairs will not be available at this. If you bought a lawn ticket, bring your blanket, your towel, or whatever you would like to sit on if you bought a lawn ticket. And it's going to be a great weather here in Gautier, Mississippi. Warm, sunshine, and you'll be able to watch a beautiful sunset and the beautiful Savannah Pine here in Nature's Playground. So please come out and support them. I also would like to give kudos to our school district. Please, I encourage you, please, you heard the lady here talking, getting a proclamation. If you have some extra time, I encourage you to support our youth. Our youth are our future. If you don't do anything but if you see one, compliment them. If they open the door, say thank you to them. They need encouragement just like us older people need encouragement. But they are our future, but they are succeeding in our school district, and we should be promoting our school district like nobody's business. Because these youth, the Gautier Middle School made it to a playoff game with baseball, weightlifting is succeeding, football, the band program, the choral program got recognized. I hate to even start naming them because they're all succeeding. So I encourage you to be our youth program that our rec department, just really support them. A reminder, the splash pads are open. I know we're going back into school, but some schools are starting in our area, but they're just now getting on their spring break. So I encourage you to enjoy our beautiful parks and Nature's Playground. I also want to, if you see our coastal state delegation, we have one of them here with us, our newly hired communications and PR specialist, Mr. Jeremy Anderson, Representative Anderson, and we're blessed to have him also represent Jackson County and Jackson. And they had a session that had some controversial topics they had to take action on, but I think every city in Jackson County, and to say the least, every city in the state of Mississippi got some type of funding for some type of project, not just certain cities getting large sums. So I want to thank our state delegation for your hard work. I want to thank our city staff who put together our white pages, legislative pages to go to Jackson. And last but not least, I would like to thank my fellow classmates, the Alumni Association that is here. I thank you all for investing. They had a yard sale at Baco Park. They've been active in the community. We had an Easter egg hunt that some of them came and volunteered at Baco Park, and they've just really, the alumni stepping up, and I just thank you for your volunteerism. Next, Mr. Carlos Maltz.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome.
You don't mind if I turn towards them this time? I did y'all first, I'm gonna do them now, right? All right, thank y'all. Couple of items. First of all, I just want to also just thank my team and the employees for the work that you all do. I can't wait to share my 100 days, my first 100 days with you all at the next meeting to show what they have done in those 100 days. So that will be at the next council meeting. I will be sharing that. Number two, you have a couple of items I put up on your desk this evening, and then for informational purposes only. First one is the new rendering for 7 Brew Coffee, so you all can see that. And then the second item is I was reached out to by WST Global Productions out of Las Vegas to talk about doing some events at the Sound Theater. So I just want to give you all a letter saying that I will be in discussions with them, and I will bring back more information as it comes.
Thank you, Mr. Maltz. That brings us to our city clerk, and our city clerk and one of our deputy clerks are out. So we have Sherry, our second deputy clerk, with us this evening. Do you have any comments? And welcome. Okay. And then next, we have our city attorney. Perry, do you have any?
I do not have any comments, but I just want to say, as always, always, thank you for allowing me to be here, and I wish I was in town on Sunday so I could go to the concert. It sounds fun, so everyone should go.
Thank you, Perry.
Thank you, Perry. We'll miss you. I do have to request us, under the city attorney comments, I have to request that the council go into closed session to see if we can go into executive session. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
We have a motion by Councilman Fuller, second by Councilwoman Jamison. All in favor? Councilman Jackson?
Aye.
Motion carries. We're in closed session, and if you step out, Ms. Perry will let you know if we go